Okay. Level 2 and level 3 have to do with signs and how the signs make it harder. Okay, so here's level 2. And I'm really trying to kind of take it step by step, but you're going to see it's going to get to the point where you're going to have to be, a little bit flexible with being able to figure this out. Okay, so first, I'm going to factor x squared minus 8x plus 15. Okay, now, I need two numbers that multiply to 15 and add to negative 8. Okay, what kind of numbers multiply to get a positive and add to get a negative? Well, the only way that I can multiply to get a positive number is either by multiplying a positive times a positive. But if I had two positive numbers, like 5 times 3, right? 5 and 3, that doesn't add to negative 8. But the other way to get a positive number when I multiply is to multiply a negative times a negative. Okay, so if I want two numbers that multiply to 15 and add to negative 8, we're talking about a negative times a negative, right? That's going to get me a positive product and a negative sum. So if you see something like this, you know where the product is positive and the sum is negative, you know that it's going to have to be two negative numbers. And then this just becomes, once you catch, oh yeah, this has to be negative, then it becomes very much like level 1. I need two numbers that multiply to 15 and add to 8, right? So that could be, right, well, it's negative 5 times negative 3, right? Or negative 15 times negative 1. Well, negative 15 plus negative 1 is negative 16, right? Because I would just add, keep the sign. But 5 plus 3 is 8, and so negative 5 plus negative 3 is negative 8. So this is my answer. I'm going to just show you really quick. I'm going to check this first one. I'm not going to check the other ones, though. Okay, so I'm going to, right, x times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative times negative is positive. 5 times 3 is 15. When I combine these two, I have 3 negatives, another 5 negatives. That's negative 8. And you can see I got back what I started with. Okay, so my answer is good. Let's do a couple more. How about this one? I need two numbers that multiply to positive 10 and add to negative 11. Okay, so right away I say, oh, I have a positive product and a negative sum. So now I know that I'm looking for two negative numbers, right? So I need two numbers that multiply to 10, add to 11. Let's see, multiply to 10. Oh, these ones add to 11. So it's going to be x minus 10 and x minus 1, right? Negative 10 times negative 1 is positive 10. Negative 10 plus negative 1 is negative 11. And one final example. If you feel like, I got this, take a moment, pause the video right now. Do it ahead of me. Can you come up with it? I need two numbers that multiply to 40 and add to negative 14. Okay, right away I notice I have a positive product and a negative sum. So it's going to have to be two negative numbers, right? That's the only way I can, two negative numbers is the only way I can multiply them and get positive and add them and get negative. So two numbers that multiply to 40, let's see, could be 2 and 20, could be 4 and 10, could be 5 and 8, could be, am I missing anything? That might be it. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm going to check and see which one of these pairs adds to 14. It's this one. Okay, and in this case it's negative 14. So it's negative 4 and negative 10, right? Negative 4 times negative 10 is positive 40. Negative 4 plus negative 10 is negative 14.